Happy Friday, everybody, and welcome to everybody's favorite show about plastic surgery, health, and beauty. This is Nip Talk. On today's episode, first off, Victoria Beckham dispels plastic surgery rumors on the Today Show. We're going to talk all about that. And then I'm going to make my predictions for the new plastic surgery trends of 2025. And then finally, Sarah's going to give us the top 10 tips for dealing with holiday stress and grief, and it's all coming up right now.
Live from Lincoln Center in the heart of the Dallas Metroplex, this is Nip Talk. An honest and uncensored show about plastic surgery, health, beauty, and lifestyle with your host, plastic surgeon Dr. Bruce Hermann, and your co-host, entrepreneur and social media influencer Sarah Bennett. Now it's time to discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of the topics everyone is talking about. It's time for Nip Talk.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. We super do appreciate it. Please hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on those notifications. We want to hear from you. I'm your host, plastic surgeon Dr. Bruce Hermann, and with me is Sarah.
Hi.
How you doing, Sarah?
I'm good.
Ready for Christmas, Sarah?
So ready.
So ready. Travis, you ready for Christmas?
I am. I'm ready for Christmas.
Yeah. You guys get some time off, right, from the studio? Good.
Yeah,
Nice.
I will. I'll get some time off from both jobs.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because you got your radio thing too. Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Any like crazy Christmas traditions you guys follow? Like you cut down your own tree or anything like that?
No.
Sarah looks like she cuts down her own tree. Like,
Yeah.
show the guns.
I do have a chainsaw.
Oh,
Do you have a
see?
chainsaw? I think if you cut down a Christmas tree, you got to do it with an axe. You got to go old school.
I have an
Sure.
axe too.
You have an axe? Yeah. I don't really have any crazy Christmas traditions. I do like the cooking. You guys are gonna like this.
You're gonna smoke something?
I'm gonna smoke. So we have, you guys ever go to Popeyes?
Yeah.
So for Thanksgiving, they have these Cajun turkeys.
Yeah.
But we don't do Thanksgiving cooking. My mom does. But we bought one of the Popeyes Cajun Thanksgiving turkeys on Thanksgiving and then froze it. And I'm gonna smoke that thing on Thanksgiving, and I'm super excited about it.
Christmas?
Oh yeah, it's Christmas. Sorry, yeah, wrong holiday. Yeah, for Christmas.
Do you have do you have a smoker?
Yeah, I have one of those Traegers. It's like
Okay.
the pellet one. I would
okay.
love if I wasn't working all the time. I'd love to get the one with the wood and the actual box.
Yeah.
But yeah, I use a Traeger, which
Right
is
on.
it's pretty cool. After I got it, I was smoking everything, man.
We got one.
Oh, did you? Did you use a lot?
Well, Cody does.
Cody does, yeah. I mean, I was
Like
smoking like chicken wings and potato skins and like bacon. I was smoking anything I get my hands on. And finally, my wife was like, "Okay, can we like slow down on the smoked food? I feel like I have stomach cancer or
Oh
something."
no.
Yeah, right.
Gosh.
But every once in a while we drag it back out. But I do
Right
like
on.
it. It's fun. You like turn it on. You get all the different woods. You get to watch the meat and
Yeah.
like slow smoke it.
What's your favorite wood to smoke with?
Well, okay, that's a great question. So I pick it depending on the type of meat I'm cooking. For like beef, I
makes
use like a hickory, mesquite's really good. And then for like poultry or fish, I use like an apple.
Okay, right
something
on.
with a different flavor.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, so
That's cool.
yeah, right on. So I'll have to let you guys know how the. I'm really excited about Popeyes. My wife and I love
Let us
Popeyes.
know how your Poppy's turkey turns out.
Popeyes. You guys
I
eat
know.
Popeyes, right?
Yes.
This Cajun stuff is so
I
good.
know, but it's just a silly way to say it.
Poppies.
Let's go to
Poppies.
Poppy's.
Let's go to Poppies. Do people say that? Love that chicken from Poppies. No, I don't think that works.
No, not the jingle.
All right, let's roll into some awesome segments today. I have, okay, all right. First, before I roll into this segment, can you guys name the Spice Girls?
Yes.
Okay, Sarah.
Baby Spice, Sporty Spice, Posh Spice, Ginger Spice, and Scary Spice.
Wow, okay.
I loved the Spice Girls.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, very good. I thought I was going to stump you guys. Yeah, you nailed it.
I'm like, look how I'm dressed.
Who's your
I'm like,
favorite?
Well, when I was a kid, I whenever little girls would like play dress up and like pretend, I was
Yeah.
always Scary Spice.
Scary Spice. Okay. Travis, you have a favorite Spice Girl? You can admit it. It's fine. It's
No.
I won't take away your man. I have two favorite Spice Girls, not just one.
I'm not ashamed. I saw the movie and everything back in the day.
I have it.
Oh, really?
I have it
Yeah.
on DVD.
Yeah, I saw the movie back in
I
the day.
had
and
all
everything.
of that
I used
stuff.
to love it.
Yeah.
It was probably either Sporty Spice or Scary Spice.
Okay. I was like a posh ginger.
Oh, right on.
But anyway, so speaking of the Spice Girls, we actually have a pretty cool segment, and you're going to really like this one, Sarah, because there's a part of this that you always talk about. So this is a segment about Victoria Beckham, better known as Posh Spice, dispelling plastic surgery rumors and saying how she gets the look that she does. So Victoria Beckham, who is now 50 years old, yes, we're exactly the same age, was on the Today Show, which just aired, and she was actually addressing some of these rumors. And I clipped some of the Today Show. So Travis, can you roll that first video?
I have to say, there's been a lot of people in the past that have said to me that I've had some kind of surgery on my nose. I have never, ever, ever, ever had anything. No, never. It's clever contouring. You know, makeup is about having fun as well. For me, it's always about creating ultimately what I can't find.
Recent video that inspired me no end was your contour viral video.
I like to draw.
So she is very adamant about the fact that she's never had nose surgery. Now, to be fair, she denied having breast augmentation surgery for years and years. I don't know if you guys knew that, but like back 15 years ago, you know, people would ask her and she's like, no. And then finally she came out and said, yeah, I had a breast augmentation surgery, but I was unhappy with it. I took out my implants, and she went on this kind of like rant. We may have even talked about it. She talked about how she wished she'd never done it.
Yeah.
She probably had some kind of bad outcome. All that being said, I do believe her about the nose, not having nose surgery.
Yeah.
You know, I've looked at some of her pictures, and to me it looks pretty much the same, except that you do notice in some of her pictures that it does have a different shape. But when I listened to that, they were talking about her Instagram video. Did you see that Instagram video when it came out? It went pretty viral.
No, her contouring video?
Yes.
No, I didn't see that one.
Okay. I had to go back. It was like a year ago. I flipped through her Instagram. I found it. And man, let me just tell you, I mean, I don't even wear makeup, but this is a master class in makeup this girl just put on. And so it was pretty long. It was like 7 minutes, but I clipped like maybe the best 2 or 3 minutes of it. And I don't want to show it because you always talk about this.
Yeah, I contour my nose.
Do you? Oh, wait, well, I want to know what you think about this. All right, Travis, roll.
I really want to be able to slim down my nose, accentuate my cheekbones, sharpen up my jaw. It's very easy to use, and I'm going to show you what I do. So I always start by slimming down my nose. So I'm literally going to draw 2 lines either side of my nose to really shade down the sides. So there. And then I do a little V on my nose, and I shade down here as well. So what this is going to do when I blend it with a brush or my fingers, it's going to give the illusion of a longer, straighter nose. Then what I do, I find my cheekbone and I go just very slightly under the cheekbone here. And I do a couple of lines there. And then I'm going to do 2 crosses here and here. Because what I'm doing, when I blend all of this in, I'm really bringing the face in and raising my cheekbones and bringing this in with a natural shadow. And then the last thing I'm going to do I'm going to go underneath my jaw here. So to blend this, I'm going to use a brush for some parts. I'm going to use my fingers for some parts as well. So what I do, what I've got on my nose, I'm going to just do with my finger. Now, the great thing about this product is it doesn't dry immediately. So you really do have time. You don't have to rush. So I'm going to really use both fingers to really create the illusion of a longer, straighter nose. And then this. You can see how this is creating this kind of shape, which is really highlighting my cheek button.
I had to say, as a person who considers themselves an artist, I was mesmerized by that video. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah, it's like she's literally shading her face as if she was shading a face of a drawing.
Yeah.
That's literally all it is, really.
Yeah, it was
You can
amazing.
change the shadows of your face.
Right.
And that's what she's
To
doing
change
with
the
the
contour.
Yeah, and that's exactly how I do my makeup pretty much. The only thing that I do that's different than hers is I do like a little line like right
To give it like a break.
to like make it almost look like my nose is kind of like
Yeah,
like a little
like a break or tip. Yeah.
yeah, like a little.
So
little
okay,
hop
did you
to
just
it.
come up with that on your own, or did you see some video?
No, it's just from watching videos
Yeah.
and just playing around with what looks
Right.
best on my face. Like my face is not exactly like hers, obviously. So,
Sure.
and my nose isn't. So, and I don't do the extra line right here,
Okay.
the extra stuff right here.
I mean, but you may just have like a different shaped nose for.
I
yeah.
think her nose is I think a little bit wider than
It
mine.
is. Yeah, she does have kind of a wide nose.
Yeah, so-
I mean, it doesn't look bad at all.
No.
But yes,
It's her. It's
So
it's
long.
her nose.
Yeah.
So yeah, my nose is not shaped like her, so I don't usually do that. But
right.
yeah, I do the same. I do the same marks right here, right
And
here,
on cheekbones.
and right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually super impressed with that. It's just, not something that's my wheelhouse, obviously, because I don't wear a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
And so, although I guess for the show I do, but not like that. And yeah, I was really impressed because, I kind of have an eye for seeing stuff. And when she, like her before and after in that same video to me, I was like, wow, that's like a huge difference. It really did slim her nose down and make it look like that it was a more aesthetically pleasing shape. And I thought that the cheekbone ones really brought out her cheekbones
It
almost
does.
as if she's had, a cheek filler without actually having it done.
Yes.
And also too, I want to just, I mean, obviously I don't need a plug for Victoria Beckham, but she was using her own products. Like she has made these products herself specifically to do these kind of things. I had to just cut the video to kind of make it not 7 minutes long, but she was talking about the products and yeah, it was very impressive. And, okay, so as a plastic surgeon, what I think about this, I mean, I think it's awesome. I definitely think that there are people out there that to get close to what they want, that yeah, probably surgery is something that they're going to have to consider. But
Right.
but there are plenty of people out there who maybe are just not quite exactly what they want to portray, but close, and they're thinking about having surgery, and they should not do it if they can just do a little contouring.
Yeah, I
and-
feel that because like if there's no need for like a dramatic change in your
Yeah.
face, like in your nose
Sure.
specifically, because I think that's what like the main purpose of it was. But like, if there's no dramatic need for a change
Yeah.
in your nose,
Yeah, don't do it.
Learn how to contour your nose.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I guess maybe I don't know this. I mean, do all women know how to do this type of stuff? Is this like a super common thing? Or
No, I think for like my age and lower, that's like a normal thing. But for
Okay.
older women,
yeah, it's
no.
not so much.
My
Well,
mom still does her makeup the same way she's always done it.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was thinking about, I mean, not that I sit around and watch my wife put on makeup, but I haven't necessarily seen her doing these contouring things.
But I bet your daughter knows how to do it.
I don't know. I wonder if she does. I'm not to ask her.
I bet she does. My daughter watches me do it,
Well, I tell you, my daughter does a
and
lot
she
of
watches
like
YouTube videos about
yeah, she watches a lot of
makeup.
videos about makeup, and she'll do like more kind of cosplay makeup. So I'm
Yes.
sure she knows how to do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was actually really impressed with just how artistically she did that, and what a huge difference it made. It really did change. It brought out some of the things that I, as a plastic surgeon, look for when I'm thinking about, okay, what's kind of the ideal look or what's aesthetically pleasing. Like she was really hitting it on all cylinders. I like the way it made her. I didn't put that in the video, but the way it made her jaw look, and then her cheekbones,
Yeah.
and the nose to get that kind of nice petite, slender look. I mean, it was great.
Yeah, there's like different ways that you can apply blush too. That it like and the contour, and it makes your face, look more like not so like that, but it'll make it
Right.
look more like
Rounded, like
puffier cheeks,
like cherub,
more
yeah.
yeah,
Well, and that's
more
it.
like cutesy and not
Yeah.
so posh.
Not so posh. Very clever.
Yeah.
One.
Like baby, it'll make you look more baby
and
versus
less like posh. Yeah. And the other thing too that I meant to mention, I forgot, was it almost gave her that buckle fat look, but like in a good way.
Runway model look.
Yeah, like runway model. Yeah, by the way that she shaded that on the cheek, and it's like she got all these procedures done just by doing a little makeup, and then without having to do the procedures. So I was a big fan of that. I new respect. I mean, obviously she's a very successful person, but I was like, man, she really is kind of an artist to do that. I mean, I guess a lot of people are doing it, but to see her do it, I was like, wow, impressed.
Good on her, because she has people that she pays to do it for her.
Yeah,
a lot.
She said that she does. This is I get sucked into these clips when I'm editing.
You got sucked into her.
I did.
Instagram.
Yeah, she was like, I do my own makeup most of the time. Is what she was telling the Today Show.
Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I actually do my own makeup a lot of the time.
That's
I think she just enjoys it. I mean, obviously she's really good at it. So, but good stuff. Trellis, you like it?
You gonna contour your nose?
You gonna contour your nose?
Am I going to contour my nose? Probably not anytime soon.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I was looking at that video almost in shock and awe, like amazement.
It was
just
cool,
right? The lines and then the other lines.
You're like, there's no way this is gonna look good.
Yeah,
and then she gets done, you're like, dang, that looks really good.
Women are like magicians when it comes to
it. It is like magic, isn't
it?
magic.
I
All right.
salute it.
Let me recap this one real quick, Trey. So today we were talking about Victoria Beckham, also known as Posh Spice, who was my favorite Spice Girl, by the way. And she was dispelling plastic surgery rumors about her nose. She's been accused of having a nose job. And she was on the Today Show talking about it and how she obtains these great results from doing makeup contour. And actually went back in her Instagram and found a viral video that she had made about makeup contouring. And it just blew my mind. As somebody who considers themselves an artist, I was very impressed by the artistry of what she did to make her nose look very thin and slender, as if she's had a nose job. She also used contouring to make it like she had high cheekbones, like she maybe had buccal fat removal or cheek filler. And overall, just really did an amazing job of using contouring and artistry with makeup to get desirable results that some people might go and try and have plastic surgery for. And I think that's great. If you can get the results that you want without having surgery by using some makeup contouring tips, I personally think that's a good thing. So check out our full segment if you want to see some of those videos, because I think that they're really cool. Alrighty, let's move on to making predictions. And I'm gonna, in 1 year, I'm gonna come back and we're gonna recap. This will be a segment in 1 year from now. Don't let me forget, because I'll absolutely forget. But I am going to make my plastic surgery trend predictions for the year of 2025. What's going to change? What's going to be new? What's in? What's out? And you guys can tell me, because you guys know at this point. I mean, you're basically like plastic surgeons, or at least like you're basically like apprentice plastic surgeons.
We could be plastic surgeons in Florida.
You could, yeah.
And then go to jail.
You probably could.
Me and Travis could open up our own place.
Plastic surgery place?
Aye.
Maybe. Okay, you guys got to let me know what you think about this. But I'm coming with some
I thought you were about to say you got to let me know when you do that. I was
right. No, I probably don't want to know when you guys open up your own
Don't include
But
me.
you guys are very knowledgeable, so I trust you guys' input on my predictions for 2025. So first, number one, I'm predicting that 2025 will be the fall of the Brazilian butt lift. It's going down this year. We're going to see the numbers drop. Last year, the numbers were pretty static, and this is the year when it starts to take the big dive. And you know why I say that? I have two reasons.
Because people keep dying?
That is number one. Yes. Okay. Obviously, that was number two. I think that
mayhem.
I just think that increased awareness about the potential dangers of Brazilian butt lift is going to eventually hit a critical mass. I mean, how many segments have we done in the past year about, and we can't even catch them all,
about butts,
about
man.
Brazilian butt lifts and people having terrible outcomes or dying. And, enough of these news articles will get around, and I think that will start to chip away at it. But my number one reason for predicting the fall of the Brazilian butt lift is the shift in the desired body type from the Kardashian look to you guys remember? We did a segment on it. It's called the ballet body.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
You guys already got it. I didn't mean to put you
A
on the spot.
slender athletic build.
The slender athletic build, the ballet body. Yeah, we're still talking
Yeah.
about that. And I think that probably will also play into this, that people are not necessarily going for that, that overly curvaceous look anymore. I mean, some people will. I mean, people are different, right? But as the trend of what is the ideal body type, as silly as that sounds, changes to something a little bit more slender, I think that will weigh in on what procedures people have.
I really feel like there's been a push for girls to lift weights more.
Yeah, that's the ballet
And,
body. It's athletic in tone.
Yeah, and I think women personally are going to take control over their own body image.
Good.
Which
I'm all
is,
for it.
I think the strong look versus the
Like the maybe
like,
feminine.
save me.
Yeah, save me. Yeah, be your
like
own
you
hero.
look like you can't like lift anything versus like
I
you look
can-
like you can move a couch.
I can cut down my own Christmas tree with an axe, not even a chainsaw.
Yeah, there you go.
No, I think you're right. I think that
I think that's the
I think it's great. Empowerment,
Healthy,
power, strong. I love
Yeah.
it. Okay, prediction number 2 is going to be the rise of undetectable or invisible plastic surgery and procedures.
Yeah.
A trend away from boom, I've had something done,
microplastic surgery.
to yeah, I don't know what the proper word. I think undetectable is a good one.
Yeah.
Invisible plastic surgery. We just did a segment, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, about Lindsay Lohan, and no one could really tell if she had something done. Like, some people thought she had surgery. I thought she didn't have surgery. It's that kind of unknown improvements.
Yeah.
And I think that we all came to the conclusion, I think last week, that she had done like some lasers and some Morpheus and just taking care of her skin.
Yeah.
But it's kind of that unknown look. It wasn't dramatic, like bam, she's had some big surgery procedure. I think people are getting filler fatigue. How many times have you heard people say, oh, that person with like
Has
the
too
huge,
much
huge
filler.
lips. Yeah, huge lips or huge cheeks.
The
like
pillow
Madonna.
face situation.
The Madonna situation. I think people are going to want more subtle results. And I always say, you guys have heard me say this a million times. In my opinion, the best plastic surgery is a plastic surgery that no one knows you've ever had. Right?
Like it fits you.
Yeah, they're not sure if you've had it. They're just like, that person looks good, but I don't know if they've had plastic surgery. I think we will see maybe people going for smaller breast implants along those lines. Something that's more likely to be what their natural body type would be, or body breast size. And I think we're going to see more I think the non-invasive stuff is going to continue to increase in popularity. So things like lasers, peels, microneedling, that kind of stuff. So, all right, that was my number 2 prediction.
When should people start doing lasers?
Well, it just depends. If you're doing something for correction, then it could be any time. And what I mean by that is, like, say
If you have like acne scars.
yeah,
stuff
acne
like that.
scars, or you have dark spots or vascular spots on your face. You can do that literally whenever. If you're talking about maintenance tightening, I would say not before 30 for sure. And that's a
Unless
little
you
bit
just have some drastic like
right,
sun
like
issues.
genetically, if genetically
Yeah.
your family has a very lax, facial appearance, then maybe start earlier. But, most people I think start in their 30s. In your 20s to me is just too young. In 30 might even be too young as well. But I think that's when you maybe consider it, because just like everything, and we say this about Botox, doing something like that is preventative as well. Like, if you're just starting to see like some changes in your face, one way of thinking might be, oh, well, I'm good for another 5 or 10 years. Or you might say, you know what? I don't want this.
I'm going to stop it in its
I'm going to
tracks.
stop it in its tracks. Like, no. So we have
No
plenty
further.
of people,
Yeah.
in their 30s. Like 40s is probably the most common time people start. And then there's people out there who just, didn't know about these things, and they roll in their 60s or 70s and they're getting treatments. But that's a good question. Yeah. Okay. Number 3 prediction: the continued rise in breast implant removals.
Yeah.
That is something that when I first started my practice, I almost never did. You would get people that maybe would want a swap. They'd change out their implants, but you got very few people that wanted to actually remove them. Nowadays, I do a lot of those procedures.
I would never. I would never remove mine.
Yeah.
Unless they were like killing me.
Yeah, and I think that I think you made smart decisions.
Yeah.
You had a good outcome. You've taken care of your body. And I think those are probably the main reasons that you are in the group of people that are like, I'm really happy with these.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take them out. But not everybody has as good of an experience as you've had.
Yeah.
Some people get talked into these giant implants, or, there are the people that got the pre-2000 silicone implants.
I feel like some girls, they get confused about like what they want versus what, I guess, the male gaze wants. I think they get caught up. I think they get caught up in that.
Yeah.
Like, people will like me more if I get this.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, obviously that's not why I should do these things, but
yeah.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of people out there that just maybe didn't have as good of an experience for all sorts of reasons. Maybe their decisions, maybe they had a bad surgeon that didn't talk to them enough, and they get implants, and it's not the greatest thing because maybe the implants are bigger than they wanted, or maybe they didn't take care of themselves and their bodies have changed, and now their breasts are just naturally bigger. So, and also there's just so many people out there with implants that I think we're going to continue to see a rise in implant removals. I think there was a 8 to 10% increase in removals from 23 to 24.
Really?
So I'm going to predict it's going to be maybe a little bit higher, like maybe 10 to 15%.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. The whole like all natural, healthy, organic vibes.
Okay, prediction this is number 4. I think we're going to see a big surge in body contouring surgery. And why would we see that? I know you guys know the answer to this. Lay it on me. Because of the drug that's so popular nowadays.
Ozempic.
Ozempic, yeah. People are losing weight like crazy.
Oh, body contouring as in...
Oh, yeah, sorry. I probably didn't make that clear. So body contouring would include things like...
liposuction.
More like contouring skin.
Oh.
Like tummy tucks.
Okay.
Breast lifts, arm lifts, thigh lifts. It's the same thing as after
Okay.
people lose weight from like surgery, like a bariatric surgery. Ozempic is now doing that, but is doing it for a lot less money and a lot less risk. And you're getting just this enormous surge of people that are losing weight, which would be interesting. Maybe you could look into like how maybe are we seeing a bigger trend in people like losing weight?
Yeah.
That would be a good segment too. Would you do that one?
Yes.
You would?
I would.
Okay, that'd be
Just
awesome.
for you.
I know you like that kind of stuff with the heart issues. But yeah, I think that, and this is not even like a prediction. It is a prediction because it hasn't happened yet. But this is a take it to the bank, 100%. This is going to happen. You're going to see people surging and contouring. With contouring meaning taking up skin procedures. All right, my number 5 prediction. This one's kind of hopeful. I don't know if this is going to happen. I want it to happen. I think we might, maybe, if God is good, see a crackdown on unqualified cosmetic surgeons in the United States.
Yeah, specifically because people watch this show.
Because, well, that's actually my 6th prediction. But I think that, I mean, there's not a lot of shows out there like us that are trying to make public these surgery mishaps that are occurring. But like the mainstream media is doing it to a certain degree. Like I get my news from searching articles, and so those articles are out there. There are people talking about it. There are a lot of unqualified people doing plastic surgery these days because.
Well, I feel like the most influenced people are like the younger generation that looks at social media all the time, and I never see articles about that kind of stuff floating. Like when I'm scrolling, I never see stuff like that.
We need to make our message bigger.
Yeah.
We're talking about it.
Except whenever you
except
talk
when you
about
see our
it.
own piece, right. But, I think that we're even see some medical boards cracking down because just 2 or 3 weeks ago, we did an article or segment about some OBGYN in Florida who lost their license because they straight up killed a patient doing liposuction. And not only was that in the news, but the medical board
stabbed her several times.
Yeah, the medical board actually took away that person's license. So I think that I'm hoping we will see maybe more awareness about improperly trained doctors doing plastic surgery. And then finally, my last prediction is that Nip Talk Show goes viral in 2025.
There we go.
Let me tell you why. I was looking at our data, you guys, you're gonna love this. So in 2023, our subscribers went up 585%. Pretty good.
Dang.
In 2024, it went up 722%. That's good growth.
What is viral? What is viral considered?
1,000%.
Dang.
If we go up 1,000%, which is not unattainable, we would be sitting close to 80 or 90,000 subscribers. That'd be good.
That'd be nice.
That'd be good. We would be legit.
We are legit. As
We are legit, but we would be like for real.
You see that skyline back there, all those cars?
We'd be solidified at that point, I guess.
Where's somebody?
We would be a force.
We've arrived.
In the realm of plastic surgery, health, and beauty topics. That is my prediction for 2025.
I like it
Yeah.
too.
Okay. I also have another prediction that. Oh, I guess I should. Let me recap this one real quick, Trey. I want to do this one real quick. Yeah. Okay. So I was making my plastic surgery trends prediction for 2025. And this is just my opinion, but I do have some data to back it up. So I predict in 2025, we're going to see the fall of the Brazilian butt lift, the BBL. I think because the desired body type is going from the Kardashian look to the ballet body, which we've talked about on the show. People are wanting slimmer, so people are going to be getting less Brazilian butt lifts. Also, there's a lot of articles about the dangers of Brazilian butt lifts out there, and I think we're going to see that fall. I think there's going to be a rise in undetectable or invisible plastic surgery, where people are going for more natural looks. I think we got filler fatigue. We got people that are tired of looking like they've obviously had procedures done. We're going to go to more subtle stuff. I think we're going to see a continued rise in breast implant removals. That is something that I've seen in my practice, and I think that we're going to continue to see an increase in breast implant removals. I do think breast implant surgery is great. If it's done properly and with good decisions, that doesn't always happen, and I think that's why we're going to see more breast implant removals. We're going to see a surge in body contouring. This is absolutely going to happen because of Ozempic. Everyone's losing weight. People are getting loose skin, and not everyone's going to be happy with it. And there's going to be people that are going to want to have that skin removed, so we're going to see a surge in that. And then finally, this is a hopeful one. I think we might see a surge in the crackdown on unqualified doctors doing plastic surgery. It's a huge problem in the United States. We're getting a little bit more traction with getting the word out there, and I think maybe this is the year that it stops, or at least gets addressed. So, my predictions. Now, my last prediction is that Sarah's going to do an awesome segment on, what is it? Tell us, go ahead.
Oh, de-stressing for holidays.
De-stressing for the
Christmas,
holidays.
Yeah.
Okay, before you jump into it, do the holidays stress you out?
Sometimes. I feel
They
like
do?
leading
Okay.
up to it does.
It does. Like, did the preparation?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Travis, stress?
No, it does not.
Yeah,
it does not.
I'd have to say it doesn't really stress me. The only thing, it's not really stress because of the holidays. It's just, this is my super busy time of the year and I'm working so much. And I mean, working a lot doesn't stress me, but it's just.
Yeah, I think that's probably the only thing. That it's a time crunch.
Yeah.
So a lot of work has to get done in a
Right.
little bit of amount of time. That's probably like the biggest thing about the
Yeah.
holidays.
All right, but Sarah, I know a lot of people get stressed.
They
People
do.
have issues with the holidays.
I think it's a big deal for like whoever the homemaker is
Yes.
at a household.
It's a lot of
It's a lot of
stress.
pressure.
It's a lot of pressure. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay, lay
So
it on
I
us.
feel that just because I have a child and stuff. So, but anyways, there I was looking on the internet and I found this like little article. I don't know if you have it.
Yeah, we did. It should be that first one, Trey. Yeah.
Yeah, I found this little article and I thought it'd be a good idea to talk about it because I feel like
it's very pertinent.
the holidays goes by so fast and you can overcommit yourself, and then
Yeah.
before you know it, you're back at work and you literally haven't taken a moment for
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay,
So I thought we would talk about it.
let's do it. I'm ready.
So the first things first from this article, to acknowledge your feelings, like acknowledge the fact that,
You're getting overwhelmed, or you're.
yeah, just acknowledge that you're getting overwhelmed, or just to, I think another part of this is to, where did it go?
As they say, like realizing you have a problem is the first step in correcting it.
But like already acknowledging the fact that you are going to be stressed out for the
Okay, like
holidays.
you're
don't
planning for it.
don't try to like tell yourself, okay, we're not going to get stressed out this year.
Mm.
Like just know that like it's going to happen and then
Right.
it'll go away.
Got it.
It's not going to be forever.
No denial.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So that's like the first thing to do. The second thing to do is really just set boundaries.
Okay.
Don't, like when somebody's like, hey, do you want to go to this holiday party? You're allowed to say no.
Yeah.
For sure.
We actually did that. We had one weekend, I think it was 2 weekends ago, and we literally had a holiday party Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
And we didn't make them all.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to. I think there was 2 in one night too. So it was like 4 holiday parties in one weekend. I think we made 2 of them. We were planning to go to all of them, but it's like it's just too much.
Same.
Yeah.
Like, I think in December, like we've had to do something every weekend.
Yeah.
And it's just like you realize that you didn't even get to relax at all before Monday comes and you have to work again.
Yeah,
So
I know.
It's crazy.
I know that exact feeling where it's like you want to do stuff on the weekends, but sometimes
Mm-hmm.
you do stuff on the weekends and you're just not refreshed.
Yeah.
And then you roll right into like a busy week.
Tired.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah, learn to say no. I like that one.
And then another thing you can do to like just get yourself excited and not
Mm-hmm.
so much stressed is to create a new tradition
Oh, we were just talking about traditions.
with your family or friends or something.
Yes.
Something that might be actually relaxing or something that prioritizes self-care, which is like another aspect of this list. So maybe you could, instead of like going out with your family or your friends, you could stay in and watch a movie. You could stay in and like do something that's more relaxing and not so going out, getting dressed up, going through hustle and bustle.
That puts
type
stress on
stuff.
you. Yeah.
Yeah. Something
like
that's
it.
a little bit more relaxing. The next part would be to seek support. But
Right. Ask for help.
I personally don't get that stressed out to where I have to seek support unless I'm just need to vent to like my friends or something.
Sure.
But I think that that's always a good thing, especially if you like get really overwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, asking for help is never a bad thing.
No.
It's not a sign of weakness.
And there's so many opportunities to call like online therapists and stuff. So that's really a effective way to get help if you really need it.
Yeah.
But
And honestly, like if you don't want to talk to like friends or family, there are some great telemedicine things now for that type of stuff.
truly. And the next is to plan ahead. That's kind of what we were talking about before. Like know that you're going to be stressed out probably for like maybe 3 days, you
Right.
know,
Yeah.
Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then maybe the next day, you know?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like I think my like plan ahead process is like I know that Christmas Eve is going to be kind of a little bit stressful. Christmas Day probably will, but like the 26th, my plan is to kind of just like
Just
get
recoup.
everything cleaned up a little bit, scoop it up, get everything back to like semi-normal, not like put away decorations or anything, but then just like literally relax.
Chill.
Yeah, put on Harry Potter or something, and
Oh,
just.
you're a Harry Potter fan?
I love watching Harry Potter.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like Christmas
I did
movies,
not know that
honestly.
about Sarah. She's a secret Harry
I
Potter fan.
love it.
Okay, very good.
One of my favorite things to do is just to watch Harry Potter movies, like mindlessly.
Okay.
That's like my self-care thing is to sit my butt on the couch and
And
just
like watch Hogwarts.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Trey, you Harry Potter fan?
I used to read all the books.
Oh, did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
when I came, we had to do summer like book reports. My mom
Yeah.
made us do summer book reports, and I chose Harry
That's
Potter.
cute.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I missed that. I was just like.
Is
a
your
little
mom a
bit too much
teacher?
She used to be a teacher. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's very teacher-esque.
Yeah.
She used to be a teacher.
Yeah. We already went over this, but limit commitments, but that's just another way of saying no and
Yeah.
another way. Just try not to overextend yourself and try not to
Right.
just,
Like stress yourself
Yeah.
out more by
Yeah.
just stretching yourself.
yeah,
too
that's
thin.
another thing.
Yeah.
Realize that you're stressed,
Yeah.
put
Like,
those boundaries.
Don't try to be everything for everybody.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have to say no sometimes. I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks. I mean,
And
but
nobody, you shouldn't, and if somebody gets mad at you for not going somewhere,
Yeah.
when you've said like, hey, I'm really stressed out, I can't do
Yeah,
that.
you don't need that.
Yeah, then maybe they aren't for you, bro.
Yeah.
Facts.
Maybe they're not your
Facts.
friend.
Maybe you don't need about that. Okay, and then the last two things I think are really important is
Okay.
express gratitude and be thankful for even being allowed to be stressed out right now.
That's
Yeah.
a
You
fact.
know,
That's a
like
good one.
the
That is
reason
good.
you're stressed out is because you want
Because
to
you're doing
make
fun stuff.
Yeah, because you're
family.
trying to be with your friends
Yeah.
and your family, and
Right.
maybe you're stressed out about gifts. Be thankful for the fact that you can even buy
Yeah.
gifts.
I think we
even
forget
if
that.
it's small.
We forget that a lot of times
Yeah.
here, in the United States, that we're stressed out about like how great we have it. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't be stressed out, but you're right. I mean, kind of look at the bigger
Yeah,
picture.
be stressed out, but be thankful
Yeah,
that
for
you
what you
even
got.
have that opportunity.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say one time, have an attitude of gratitude.
Ooh, I like
Uh-huh.
that. Attitude of gratitude. That's a good one. I'm gonna remember
Yes.
that. I'll
Yes.
put that one in the memory banks.
Yes, and then lastly, be patient with yourself. and
Don't be too hard on yourself.
yeah, and just have some empathy for yourself, like you try to have for everybody else.
Right.
That's a good one.
I love it.
Yeah.
Those are great. You know, it's you sit here and you listen to those, and it's like, oh, obviously, but it's not
yeah,
obvious.
you're like,
But it's not obvious. You know, you
Sometimes
have
you
to
just
like
need to get it
hear
out.
it and remember it. And I think it's good to bring those things up because you know it's very true, and all the literature will show that you know the holidays are a stressful time for people, and people
Yeah.
get depressed, and you know mental health kind of suffers at times,
Yeah.
and it's not always happy and joyful.
Yeah, and I was watching this. I was scrolling through reels on Instagram, and this guy was talking about how like when you are stressed out during this time, like an easy way to just like center yourself again, and to not be so outward with like everything, and just get back to like what you're feeling and recognize it. He said to literally take a deep breath and just feel your fingers, and then allow that feel the buzz.
Oh, it's
the
almost
feeling,
like mindfulness.
Feel the buzz, the feeling at the end of your fingertips, and just let it, and try to get that feeling throughout your whole body. And it literally just makes you forget about whatever you were thinking about, because you're trying so hard to like feel like yourself.
That's like a really Zen, mindful thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. All right, Sarah, awesome segment. I'm gonna remember those things. I mean, even though
Stop going to so many parties, Dr. Bruce. Gosh.
I just feel like that's the thing to do in the holidays. But it does get a lot. Yeah. Traveling a lot around is.
I'm just kidding. I like to go to parties.
Yeah, I know, it's
and be
fun.
fancy.
Yeah, be fancy, dress up. All right, I think that is all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. Please leave us some comments. Let us know what you want us to talk about on the next episode of Nip Talk. We'll see you next week.
Bye.